So first things first, to nobody's surprise, first and foremost, you guys were the ones that put me onto this. WWE's the wrestling game is getting a new multiplayer mode that's inspired by NBA 2K. They're calling it The Island, which is their version of the park. And I came across this tweet on my For You page of somebody who got some hands-on early time. My prediction was The Island was going to ruin WWE the same way it ruined 2K, because they're just going to microtransaction the hell out of the ass. They're going to microtransaction the hell out of your ass. That's what I meant to say. With buying different outfits and just VC everywhere. They're probably going to have to buy power-ups and boosts and stuff like that. And I came across this tweet and he shares his experience. My experience, this is coming from What's the Status? Is anybody familiar with him? He's got 100,000 followers. I guess he's a content creator. Shout out to him. He says, my experience with The Island. There is no custom logo import for The Island, so not much customization. There's no face photo option for face textures in The Island. All faces will be generic. When I asked about it, they said it isn't something it can handle right now. So you can't put your face in it, I guess? What's the point? There are a lot of new hair options. It's a very small list of exclusive Island ones, though. Shout out to AppSmooth with the sub. Appreciate it.
I resubscribed to, and that's Sonic's BBC.
When's the last time you listened to P. Dice Mermaid? It's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a minute. I kind of fell off, and that's on me. No, it's all good. You're not even mad. You were showing love. It's just funny. No, what it is when people who haven't watched me in a while come in the chat, and they'll be like, I didn't know you streamed on Twitch. The reason it's kind of annoying is because literally in every YouTube video I've ever uploaded, in the description box is my Twitch channel, as well as I promote it on my videos all the time. So it's like, what do you mean you didn't know? Like, if you didn't seen it, that's one thing, but it's all good. You showing love. Welcome. You found your way over here. It's all good. That's why I started streaming on YouTube. I think you found me from YouTube, so it all worked out. The algorithm blessed you. Welcome back, dog. But yeah, what's going on? The island is very small. You also cannot interact with much. The arenas look great, but it felt like most of it was walking into the ring and having a match.
Subscribe to beating
So basically it's one big ass billboard for ads. There's really not anything to do in the city. Yeah, shout out to Tier with the sub, appreciate it. You seen Samsung's folding handheld concept called Flex Gaming? Nah, I haven't. We'll get to that in a second. When speaking to a character, the dialogue menu was the old WWE 2K20 original style with renders, and I hated it. I suggest bringing the MyRise ones. I don't know what that means. Does that mean anything to anybody? A lot of the clothing items were a bit flat for me. Same shirt, jacket, hat with different logos. The branded stuff is really what stands out. So they didn't spend any time. So not only can you not customize your face really well, but the clothing is ass. I was told that he said there's only a pink thong, a red thong, and a white thong with baby oil for the wrestlers. There's not enough panties for you guys. I was told the island exclusive hair options are not on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One versions of the game. They're strictly next gen. I think it's really fascinating that 2K developers don't view PC as next gen, or it's really not next gen because the PS5 has been out for 5 years, guys. It's current gen. PC is always current gen because it's always on the forefront of technology. They're just fucking lazy. I really wish you guys would, you 2K content creators would stop accepting that as an answer. What do you mean PC's not next gen? You developed the game on a PC. What the fuck are you talking about? But for those who are playing on PS4 and Xbox One last gen, sorry guys, you're not gonna get these new island features. Womp womp, you had 5 years to upgrade. Shut the fuck up. You earn about 150 to 200 VC per match. Most items are like 6,000 VC and above. So basically, just like in NBA 2K, you're gonna have to play 1 million park games just to get a fucking t-shirt. You're gonna be a brown shirt forever if you don't have money for VC. Same CAS restrictions apply for the island, even if it's the next gen mode. I don't know what that means. I don't play WWE. When I saw other users in the island, I was able to walk through them. I really didn't like that. So he got fucked. Without oh shit. There's a lot of non-consensual things going on in the island. You can taunt in the island lobby, I guess. Overall, I can't really recommend anyone this mode at the state that it's in now. It has potential, but the state it's in right now, you're better off playing MyRise or Superstar mode and Universe mode. I will give it more of a chance once I have the game in my hands. Not having the option to import your face was legitimately what killed it for me. The arenas are by far the coolest thing about it. So they made it 2K Park, but you can't do a face scan. The clothes are ass, and you got to fight 1 million fights just to get a damn blue t-shirt. Fuck this mode. This shit is worse than 2K. It's worse. And you know what's funny? Go ahead and clip this. I'm gonna call it, WWE fans. Next year, they're gonna bring the island back.
Selena sees this month's bank statements.
And the new feature is going to be face scans. Watch. It's going to be a bigger island. Fucking WWE Epstein's Island. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, dude? Yo, shout out to Sugar Free with the sub. Appreciate it. Just did the math. You have to do 30 matches for one piece of a cosmetic. So just know that's what you're getting into. Shout out to this content creator for the news, for the information. If you wanted to know what the island's going to be like, I will not be playing that. But for all the WWE fans who are baby oiled up and ready to go, just know this might not be a good mode for you guys. Yo, shout out to Paragon Ron with the sub. Appreciate it.
To beating Robin's ass into oblivion.
Oh. All right, next thing I got for you in this batch. In more positive news, ladies and gentlemen, I was right once again. Haze Light Studios has gone 3 for 3. Split Fiction reviews are out. If you're unfamiliar, Split Fiction is... Yo, shout out to Rick with the donation. Appreciate you.
I say, shut the fuck up and let's hit the strip club. I don't care what J. Cole says. Cinnamon wants to be saved.
Shout out to you for the donation.
If I could be anybody for a day, I'd be John Coffey. I just want to heal somebody and spit out the flies and fall asleep one time. I just want to know if it feels like busting a nut.
Thank you for that donation and those wise words about busting nuts. For those unaware, Split Fiction is the new game from the people who brought us A Way Out, as well as It Takes Two, which won Game of the Year in 2021. This is their new game. It's another action-adventure co-op driven game, platforming, puzzles, action. Looks like a lot of fun. The reviews are out. You see nothing but 5 out of 5s, 10 out of 10s, 9s out of 10s. The current Metacritic is sitting at a 91 overall, which means this is the highest rated game of 2025 so far, and potentially a Game of the Year contender. I'm seeing that on Twitter. Granted, we're only 3 months into 2025, so we got more games that come out, but I called it. I called it back in 2024. I said this will most likely be a Game of the Year contender. And once again, I was right because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. 2K niggas, shut up. Here, we don't go off feelings. We talk about the data, personal experiences, and the facts. And the data suggests there's a pattern here with this studio, and it's that they make great games. They can clap it up. So shout out to Haze Light and Split Fiction. I'm excited to play it. I should have the game either Thursday or Friday. I'm in the EA creator program, so I should be getting a free copy of it. I will be streaming the whole game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yo, shout out to Jay Hurst with the sub. Appreciate it. What up, McKay? I see you. Nah, you negative. Remember, TBH? Yeah, apparently I don't like anything. No, you niggas don't like anything good. Because anti-intellectualism is on the fucking rise. Who you playing with? I'm playing with Brooke. You might have heard her in the background of my streams. That should be interesting. What you mean 2K won't be Game of the Year? I can't wait to play it. Nah, facts. I'm excited about this game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I got a review. I pulled up one, so I said, let's see what the streets is saying. This one's from Eurogamer. Let's actually get some details and see what the streets is saying if you've never seen any gameplay. Here we go.
Split Fiction might look and feel very similar.
Yarn Fiction. What else, Siggy?
Particularly in the
top 10 stream coming soon. It's probably gonna be some arguments. It'll be interesting. Just shout out the Black Math Nerd with the sub.
Fast-paced action sequences, but it doesn't take long to realize that this is an altogether different beast that's easily Hazelight Studios' most ambitious and inventive co-op adventure yet.
We love the ambitious shit. Shout out to Megas Reborn with the sub.
So many great and brilliantly realized ideas that you keep waiting for the moment it will run out of steam. Only it never does across the whole of its 10-hour runtime. It's a staggering.
It's only 10 hours too. We love that. We love that. We love a game that's priced at $30, $40. It's only 10 hours. It's creative. Is co-op. This is a game we're going to be able to beat, okay? We're tired of these fucking 100-hour games. I will take a 10-hour game that is creative, action-packed, and innovative over a 100-hour bloated game with shit all over the fucking screen, Ubisoft. Fuck that shit. Quality is back.
Feat of imagination, which
I'm about to get yelled at playing this, I already know. Yeah, nice and concise.
An ominous machine to siphon ideas.
Facts, I'm tired of 100-hour games. Yeah, you know, like I had this thought, right? I recently found this out from watching a video. I did not know back in the day. One of the I feel stupid for not knowing this because like I should have thought about this. One of the reasons why albums used to be only 10 to 12 songs in 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s was because that's all a record could hold. And I was like, so it was thanks to the limitations of the technology at the time. But that inconvenience was actually a blessing because the record only could hold so many songs. That meant everything had to be a fucking banger. Versus today, with streaming, people drop 20-song albums and only 2 songs are on it that are good, and the rest of that shit is fucking ass. Drake and Party Next Door. So sometimes it's a blessing, the inconvenience of the technology. And so like when people like, yo, I'm not buying this game because it's not 100 hours. If your game's 100 hours, to me, it's a red flag. I'd rather play a game I love over and over and over that's 10 hours versus something that's 100 hours. Sometimes an inconvenience. You said you're mad. Drake fans is mad.
To regurgitate them into
sometimes less is more, ladies and gentlemen.
Slop is a pleasing and emphatic middle finger to the ongoing debate about the threat of AI. Only precise human craftsmanship can produce a game of this caliber, and the way it constantly surprises and delights through its tactile controls and strong, empathetic storytelling is a league above anything else this studio's attempted before.
Not gonna
it's
lie, I
also
hate
quite
albums
a
that
bit
be
more
long.
demanding than It Takes Two. So before we go
take
any
10 good
further,
songs I can listen to
consider
on
this a
repeat.
warning to any parents eyeing up the possibility of playing this with their kids. There may be more tantrums than triumphs if your would-be co-op partner doesn't already have some It Takes Two muscle memory under their belt, as Split Fiction builds on that game's snappy platforming moveset while also piling on dozens, and we mean dozens, of new challenges and
Translation, the game has got puzzles that are going to require you to think and work together, so it might not be the best idea to play with a young child or a dumbass adult. You've been warned.
Button wrangling in the process, though generous checkpoints and a plentiful supply of control and difficulty settings will no doubt take some of the edge off here.
What is going on?
What up, Lennon?
I don't know.
Still, assuming you and your co-op partner are up to the task, Split Fiction easily purloins It Takes Two's crown as the best co-op game around.
He said, no yellow markers, how will I survive?
Of its central conceit of a fantasy writer and sci-fi novelist getting mixed up in virtual simulations of each other's stories, taking us from Dune-like industrial escapes and rainy cyberpunk highways to shape-shifting forest realms and dragon nests high in the mountains, and plenty more besides as they try and find a way home. They do so by following a trail of purple glitches, zapping them from one story idea to the next, and giving each a deeper glimpse into what makes their newfound partner tick.
I don't want to hear nobody talking about they not playing this. They want to play this. Anybody who sat on the internet and said this game's probably woke because it stars 2 women, don't play this game. Don't come over here. You saw the review scores. Stay on that side of the internet. Everything is woke. If you see a black, if you see a woman, if you see anything, it's woke. It's woke. Don't play it.
That was a close call.
This is all plats. I believe so.
No-nonsense lover of sci-fi, for example, and her stories tell of daring escapes, secretive break-ins, and loud and explosive open rebellions against huge, faceless authorities.
Please tell me that this story is over now.
Zoe, on the other hand, can't resist a happily ever after, taking
This is like Fable a little bit.
cozy and altogether more hopeful possibilities afforded by the fantasy genre. The two couldn't be more different, and at first they're both very unwilling participants in each other's
I am
respective storylines. But as with all good buddy yarns, there's a gradual thawing and understanding that takes place as they get to know each other.
Is crossplay
And
too?
its lean and
That's nice.
entertaining script does a great job of bringing you along for the ride.
That sequence would fit in a movie or something. Oh, well, I'll be there opening night. You would? No.
I wonder if this will have more than one ending. I doubt it.
They're much more agreeable hangs than
I don't think
that
their last games
dreadful
did.
singing and dancing book from It Takes Two.
The experience the
Even
same
if
playing
Zoe's
as couch
obsession
co-op
with
versus
trying
online?
to psychoanalyze me.
I believe so. The difference is I think
Along
couch
the
co-op
nose
you
at
would just
times.
be sitting on one screen.
There must be easier ways to get paid. Of course, but everything else pales in comparison. I just love to write. It's how I stay sane.
Unsurprisingly, there are indeed deeper personal traumas driving both young women, but the way these fears and feelings are teased out on screen through your actions is expertly done.
Shout out to Flyer Lord Rome with the sub, appreciate it.
Your individual objectives is what elevates split fiction beyond just being an enjoyable whirlwind of ideas being chucked at you one after another. The sheer variety in what it asks of you here is astonishingly broad, and just as with It Takes Two, Split Fiction's best moments come when Zoe and Mio must use their respective powers in tandem to help them both progress. These powers are unique in every level, whether it's operating a pinball machine with one player as a ball and the other on paddle duty, switching gravity planes to perform stomach-lurching perspective tricks, transforming into a piranha-repelling otter to heave a bamboo reed through a watery gauntlet of man-eating plants, adopting a Diablo-esque isometric perspective to belch acid and charge into enemies as two colourful dragons, or even having one player try...
You think if I sit a controller next to me while I play the game alone, it'll be like playing. What are you talking about, bro?
Activate a self-destruct
hop in a Discord and find somebody to play with
by means of a ludicrous homage to Google's capture tests. On their own,
these camera angles are crazy.
Brilliant little snippets of asymmetric magic, but it's the way Hazelight uses them to reveal more about their winning heroines over time that really makes them shine.
This reminds me of that Xbox 360 game. It was on the arcade. I think it was free. It was a side-scrolling shooter like I can't remember the name of it. I remember we played the hell out of that game too.
And don't worry about spoilers. Those few examples are just the tip of the iceberg. There is plenty more to discover along the way here.
How can you be so excited by all this? What? We might as well enjoy it while we're here.
Admittedly, given that these fantasy and sci-fi scapes are both meant to be living, breathing representations of story ideas in each writer's head, it is somewhat amusing to see how much they both fall back on certain platforming tropes. Wall running across flat surfaces, hopping between long poles, and grapple hooking across great swathes of sci-fi and fantasy real estate. But if anything, these moments of swift and snappy traversal are what's considered downtime in split fiction. Something to keep your fingers busy as the game lays down a touch more exposition before the next big puzzle moment.
Yeah, the puzzle was probably going to be the shit that's going to
catch your breath after a climactic chase sequence.
It demands skill to mirror the king. What can you do, the conga?
The best breathers, however, are split fiction side stories, which you'll find dotted throughout its main levels. These portals take Zoe and Mio to little self-contained locations that are entirely unrelated to the main plotline, but whose unfinished draft status gives Hazelight a brilliant excuse to
SSX is back.
Hog wild on some ridiculously fun outtakes. One sees Zoe narrating and drawing a story in a notebook, for example, rubbing out weapons and scratching in obstacles on the fly.
Whoa, rubbing out weapons. What does that mean? Whoa.
Both into pigs. One can fly through the power of farting rainbows out their bum, while the other can send themselves skyward with a snap of their slinky-esque torso. Our favourite was a fantasy night market, where seeking out ghostly cats to open a series of locked gates had little nods
it's impressive
to
the game can basically render
Yaga
two levels in two games
Dark
at the same
Souls.
time.
Others are more throwaway.
Is it really rendering two things at once? Well, yeah, I guess because like they're but I mean it's the same image though. It's not like it's two different completely things. I think that would be more impressive, like two completely different things, because that would require more processing power.
Exhilarating one and done feats of desert
I like how unserious this game is. Nah, facts.
Careening through space wreckage to give you a little blast of adrenaline, or indeed shock and appall you with comedic grimness.
Another platforming game might win Game of the Year. It's too early to call for that. It's too many. This year they're gonna have more competition.
Sugary sweet children's party story.
Was that your attempt to make a children's story?
The best thing about the side stories, though, is that they are always the opposite genre of what you're playing in the main story. So if you're in one of Zoe's fantasy stories, for example, all the side stories will be Mio-flavoured sci-fi jaunts, and vice versa. They're entirely optional, and some are quite well hidden, but they always come at just the right moment to give you a blast of something different before you carry on. The main levels are quite lengthy affairs, but the side stories do a
Doom's winning game of the year.
The game's pace up and ensuring that no idea outstays its welcome for too long. Without fail,
this year's just going to be a hype beast comp, probably.
Ready to carry on with the task at hand once we'd finished these little side diversions. Although we'd go as far as saying they're as integral to the main plot as anything.
This shit don't got guns and basketball.
Brilliantly conceived levels in their own right, but the diversity of ideas on show here is still doing the work of telling us more about its two main characters. That's not to say Split Fiction is all serious business all the time. Just like It Takes Two and A Way Out before it, there are plenty of signature Haze-like moments of pure, unadulterated play to be found here too. Activities that mostly don't have any achievements related to them, or any real point in being there at all beyond just...
They made a game just for fun? What?
And chilling out in donut rubber rings in a swimming pool, skimming stones across a lake, drinking potions to turn into balls of yarn you can roll around and unwrap.
I ain't never heard of this game that sold 30 million.
Turn into each other to do your best mock impressions of them. They're all completely unnecessary.
It's always one of the worst and most disingenuous arguments when talking about art. I ain't heard of it, so that shit is ass. Okay, that means you live in a bubble. If I just told you it sold 20 million copies, I think it did okay. Yeah, but I ain't heard of it. So it needed 20 million and one for it to matter. Like, bro, you can't be that self-centered.
The kind of excess.
Just watch a trailer or something. Try to understand
development landscape, but they all contribute to the feeling that these worlds are alive and fizzing with possibility. They make all these spaces feel more human, more playful, even though they're all just, in theory, simulations of words on a page or half-formed ideas. Heck, while the evil publishing house that's trapped Zoe and Mio here may have the worst of intentions, their technology sure does a great job of making the prospect of these Ready Player One-like realities seem very appealing indeed. If all that wasn't enough, Split Fiction tops it off with an almighty finale, upping the stakes of its ideas and inventiveness even further in ways that truly dazzle and delight at every turn. It sticks the landing in terrific fashion.
Army 2 was tough, the first one was, the other two were.
And thumbs thrum with excitement. Everything feels so polished and is...
In this 11-minute video, I've seen like 11 different levels, I swear to God.
Executed with such confidence and style that it's impossible
with the sub
to fall in love with it. As the credits roll...
We don't talk about 3. We don't talk about 2 either.
Everything you've done...
When you say Army of 2, I only talk about the first game.
All the mad moments you've experienced and all the properly great fun that you've had together. It doesn't take two to realise that, co-op or not, there's really nothing else quite like Split Fiction in games today. Fantastic.
They gave it a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, chat. This is crazy.
It's one of the most inventive and joyful co-op games to date, and it's a testament to the power of human imagination.
You get to play as a fucking glizzy. Game of the year. Big, thick glizzy,
So much for watching this video review. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a like.
There you have it. If you haven't seen the game, that's what the streets is saying. You know, we just look at it for shits and giggles to, you know, create conversation. But we're going to form our own opinion. We're going to see when the game come out this Thursday, Friday, whatever. It's looking good, though. It's looking good. We in gaming season. The Last of Us released again. Are you being serious?
The technology is so...
What is this?
Hidden. It's magical. It's in the background.
Any real fan would be blown away by the experience.
Having these big moments in the experience, it's not something that you normally get to do.
This is a chance to actually be in the world of The Last of Us.
I was amazed on how much technology there was. There was this amazing sound.
Happy Daredevil Day. I didn't know it dropped
it. There's sense coming into me.
So what we've built here is a future immersive entertainment concept. We've partnered with Naughty Dog, giving you the opportunity to enter the world of The Last of Us. It's an underground subway system, and you're getting to...
Is this a Chuck E. Cheese game? What the fuck? Dave and Buster's ass game?
Explore this dark, immersive environment.
Experience the Dark fell with this...
different from everyone else. You're seeing it from a whole different perspective, which I think is really exciting.
The starting point was to put you visually in this huge environment using very high quality crystal LED volume that you would step into and feel completely immersed visually in all this content.
One big challenge was ensuring
yeah, so the person in front of you can turn around, do a 180, and hit you upside the head with a plastic shotgun. Oh, sorry, I was scared.
Seamless integration.
Now you got a concussion.
The LED volume, haptic floors, tracking devices, and real-time content. We overcame this by rigorous testing and collaborating with all technology teams to ensure everything worked flawlessly.
The next step was then surrounding you with speakers. We're using Sony 360 reality audio. If you're hearing sounds coming from behind you, coming from in front of you, coming from above you, it just gives you that deeper sense of immersion within the environment. You're going to need to protect yourself as part of this experience.
So this is just a modern day version of those arcade games with the guns from the 90s, like Dino Crisis and shit, or that police game. It's like that, but now it's like 4D almost, like you're standing in the middle. My thing is, like, this is only worth if it is priced correctly. Like, if this costs $100 for a 10-minute game, like, I'm not gonna play this shit. Time Crisis, yeah.
Giving visitors a brand new controller.
Yeah, House of the Dead.
They can use to defend themselves.
Yeah, light gun games.
Experience.
It really depends on how much this costs.
Of inertia and weight that has never been done in gaming. It has a weight shifting module inside. Every hold, swipe has been translated as intent. Having technologies that brings the reality from virtual world to real world, that's the big, great leap that Mimic is taking.
And then we're adding smell and atmospherics on top of that. We have some new scent dispensers, but they've got a number of different scents within them, and we can trigger those at different parts of the experience. Underfloor
a question: when the game companies start charging extra to let people play a few days early? That's something new in the last 2 or 3 years. I feel like
additive to that, giving you thumps and bumps.
They really got the Dragon Ball sparking
It's
niggas.
dramatic, but also
I'm gonna be honest. Unless you're a content creator, it's never worth paying $100 to get 3 days early access to play any fucking video game. The only reason I say unless you're a content creator, because then if you're a creator who didn't get a free copy, it can be a tax write-off and you're there to compete day one. But if you're just a normal everyday person, I would never encourage anybody to pay 3 days early access. Call up the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Well, you can't call the Sparking Zero fans because their phones are probably disconnected. They're all broke. They spent all their money on fucking Cheese Whiz and Top Ramen and Hawaiian Goku t-shirts.
So quite scary at times.
But if you get a chance to talk to them, you'll hear them say they regret it.
Creating these really incredible, relatable characters and a vibrant world. So I think having that sort of adventure and scare factor, I think, was really compelling.
When I saw it for the first time, I was blown away to see so many Sony technologies seamlessly integrated to create something this groundbreaking.
I'm not gonna lie, they got my ass. I was hyped and I got. They cashing in on FOMO. Control yourself.
Sony technology and what's possible.
When I look at the future of where this is going, I see this being more than just the Last of Us experience. This could be a platform for location-based entertainment. It almost adds a canvas for these artists to be able to paint their stories and create new emotions for them.
Yeah, we get it. What's the price point? Like, how much would y'all pay for this experience? Because I guarantee you, this demo is probably 10 to 15 minutes long, 20 at the longest. I would not pay more than $20 to do this. I'm not paying $50. I'm not paying $100. Because I guarantee you, because this type of technology is impressive and it's expensive to run and create stuff for the platform. So because of that, they have to price it at a high point. And also, it's probably not going to be that long. $5, take it or leave it. One Chuck E. Cheese coin. I'm going to pay to keep it away. Pay to get this shit the fuck out of my face. If it's not at Universal Studios and a part of my ticket, we good. Excuse me. Also, what's the sanitation on this, you know? Like, are they wiping down the plastic every time, you know? Like, what's going on? $15 to $26 anymore is a finesse. Yeah, it depends on the price point. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't try it, but it depends on how much it costs. They ain't wiping shit down. Now you got the Cucamongus, bro. Now you got the Cucamongus. Other PlayStation news. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 has been announced, the remaster. You know, if anybody's interested. I think there's a trailer. A full one. Yeah, there's a full one. Anybody? You got it wish listed already? Okay. The rumors were true. It's back. You pre-ordered it too? I'm hyped as fuck. That nostalgia getting y'all. Hey, bitch. I pre-ordered on my Neuralink. Yo, chill. It's 2 games for the price of 1, so it's a W. I guess. For me, like, I feel like Tony Hawk Tony Hawk 1 was the first game, but Tony Hawk 2, in my opinion, is the foundation for the rest of the series. Once they introduced the manual into the game so that you can continue tricks for as long as you want, they just built upon Tony Hawk 2 ever since then. So, in my opinion, 3 and 4, I played all of them. 3 and 4 is not that much different from Tony Hawk 2. That's why I'm not excited about it. I didn't get back into Tony Hawk heavy until Thug 1 and 2 came in because they had a really fun story in that shit. Also, they added to be able to get off your board and stuff like that. So, like, if you're excited for it, I'm not going to knock it. But me personally, I wouldn't play this unless I can get it for like 10 or 15 bucks. Like, this is not a day one cop for me. This is like a Steam sale type of game. I'm sure it will be fun. I just don't think it's worth like full price. Now, if you remaster Thug 1 and 2, then we talking. Should have been all 4 at once. I agree. They should have did 1, 2, 3, and 4 all as one package.
Attention passengers, face planting the tile is strictly prohibited.
It's going to be on Game Pass? No. We don't acknowledge Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Shut up. We don't acknowledge that. Cut it out, buddy. The game is terrible. Wow. Where's the balls and the guns? This shit don't got no balls or no guns in it. I can't play this shit, man. I cannot play this shit. It's not a real nigga game. That's the pre-order bonuses right there. You get the Doomslayer. I wonder if they'll bring back the old characters, like the old unlockables, or are these the replacements? Like, would it be a licensing issue? Because I remember in one of the games you could play as, I think, Spider-Man, and I remember you could play as like a police officer, a fat-ass police officer. Yeah, you get Doom if you pre-order the shit. Yeah, Darth Maul was in one of them. Yeah, I remember that was one of my favorite parts about the game. The collaboration, the crossover characters. That was really cool. Wolverine? Really? I don't remember Wolverine in the game. Which one was that? I feel like the last Tony Hawk I really loved was Project 8. I thought that one was really cool where you could slow down time and shit. Shrek and Underground 2, Iron Man. July 11th. Does anybody know how much this is going to cost? Y'all said y'all pre-ordered it. How much is it going to cost? Pre-order now. Select. Let's see. Windows. What's the price? Oh, $70. Fuck no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Too rich for my blood. Nope. I'm not paying $70 for that. I'm good off. Well, this is this is the deluxe edition. Wait, what's the regular one cost? The standard. My bad. Let's see what the standard costs. Standard cost $50. Still too rich for my blood. No, thank you. Let me know when it drops down to like $20. Let me know when it drops. Is it on Game Pass? Is it? Tony Hawk 3, 4 Game Pass. Too rich for my blood, man. Did it say it on the trailer? Did I miss it? TBH, your bias is showing? What do you mean? Because I don't want to pay $70 for this? I told you, like, I don't understand. Like, I understand you love it, King Jin. But like me personally, I wasn't a big fan of 3 and 4. It says in the first paragraph. So yes, I would be biased because I'm not a big fan of this game. I'm not telling you not to buy it. I'm not telling anybody not to buy it. No, you guys got to get your feelings out of this shit. I did not tell anybody not to buy this game. I did not say that. I said I'm not buying it. So I don't understand why that bothers you. Available to, oh yeah, right there. Game Pass. It's on Game Pass. I can't knock it then. Shout out to them at least. Skrr. You said so that nigga being biased too. Shit. Now if I sat up here and be like, yo, this shit is garbage, don't nobody buy it, don't give them your money, like then you'd have a point. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. I just said I got a preference for Thug 1 and 2. But it'll be on Game Pass. I'm not gonna lie, I still probably wouldn't play it day one just because July. Maybe day one we'll play it. It depends. I don't think anything comes. Nothing comes out in July, right? We might play it day one actually because it's on Game Pass. Game releases 2025. July is pretty open. They picked a good month, actually. April, June, let's see, July. Yeah, nothing comes out in July, so never mind. If I have nothing to play because I'm not like backed up, I might play it then. Nah, you got to hit Celestial first, big dog. Man, fuck that game. Yo, shout out to K-Dot with the sub. Appreciate it. Fuck that goofy ass game and that fake ass matchmaking and the fake ass players in that damn game, bro. Celestial my ass, bro. Niggas be Celestial and don't even know fucking Namor counter Spider-Man. I don't know how to play Namor. You throw the turrets up, dumbass. Anyways, what up? Welcome to everybody to the stream. We talking about the new Tony Hawk that got announced. Marvel Rivals hiatus. Yeah, Split Fiction coming out. We playing Monster Hunter. It's too many good games that can be stressed out. What's that? You know the future meme? Y'all know that giant? Not Future the rapper. Futuristic. Y'all know this giant? This is my mental health since I stopped playing Marvel Rivals. This is my mental health right here. Just great. My God, I'm happy you said that, and that's the first thing I hear. Somebody got to do it. Somebody has to do it. Taking a break from that shit. I'm not engaging in any matchmaking that rewards you for buying skins and shit. Fuck all that goofy ass engagement-based matchmaking. No, I'm not buying a skin. No, I'm not sitting on the game 14 hours a day. And no, I will not be gaslit by fucking streamers that don't wash their ass and play 14 hours a day with a 6-stack of demons. No, thank you. No, thank you. I like doing things on touching grass and shit. Yo, shout out to Great J with the sub. Appreciate it. I got a date on Friday. Ask your favorite Celestial streamer. When's the last time they had a date? A date? Ugh. I got a date with fucking top 500. What are you talking about? Yeah, we like fun over here. Anytime something stresses me out, I'm taking a break. I'm not saying I'll never play the game again. It's just I needed a break. Anyways, exclusive from Insider Gaming. Ubisoft's Far Cry extraction-based multiplayer shooter has been rebooted. Translation, Ubisoft don't know what the fuck to do. The Far Cry extraction multiplayer shooter under codename Maverick has been rebooted, Insider Gamer has learned. Project Maverick, which was initially intended as a multiplayer component to Far Cry 7, morphed into its own project in early 2023. But after internal review, the project has been rebooted. That shit is ass. That's according to several sources familiar with the project development who said that the writing was on the wall for a number of months. It was said that the final nail in the coffin came after its dedicated tech team called Talisker, also the old name of Far Cry 7 before it morphed into two different projects, moved from Maverick to being fully dedicated to Blackbird in the late December to ensure the project stays on track. Maverick was going to be an extraction-based multiplayer shooter set in Alaska, where players would try to survive and extract in the harsh elements against the wild animals, AI soldiers, and other players. What's with all these companies making extraction shooters? Like maybe I'm biased, or maybe I'm clueless. Do y'all like extraction shooters? Because I feel like I haven't played one that's fun. Not interested in Escape from Tarkov. I'm not gonna lie. When games get that realistic, nigga, join the military. I'm not interested in Arma. I'm just not interested in playing a game where I get shot and then I gotta lay on the floor and bleed out for fucking 10 minutes or crawl and wrap a band-aid around my arm for fucking 5 minutes. Go join the military at that point. The world is on the verge of World War III anyway. Suit up, nigga. Yeah. You said hell. I like that nice mix between realism and arcade, like where it feels just authentic enough to where it's believable, but like it's still a video game, you know? It's a very niche genre. I'm good off this shit. It's understood that Ubisoft Montreal, the studio heading both Maverick and Blackbird, Far Cry 7, will take the multiplayer game back to prototyping with Ubisoft Sherbrooke. Ubisoft Berlin, who were also assisting on the game's development, has been seen around a dozen or so developers move to Blackbird, another dozen move to another project. However, it's understood approximately 50 developers are now left without an assigned project and will likely be placed on visibility this month. I play some of them. The two real ones, hell no, but the arcade ones. What's the arcade ones? I don't know the arcade ones. Their servers are down right now. Ubisoft Connect ain't working. Say it ain't so. My thing what's crazy about them rebooting this is, aren't you niggas broke? If you're gonna reboot something that you're working on, that means you're gonna take all the cash that you spent developing something and then throw it away, and you guys aren't making any money. My thing is, if you wanted to reboot this, why not wait to see if Assassin's Creed Shadows is successful? because I don't know, me personally, maybe because I never ran like a big corporation, but just, you know, me thinking out loud. If my corporation was on the verge of collapse, the last thing I would think to probably do is just throw a project in the trash and then reboot it and start it over a different thing. Why not just cancel the project altogether and then put that on halt and focus on Assassin's Creed Shadows? We get our money up and then we work on the next project. I don't understand why you want to burn cash to burn more cash for something that might not work. Because I don't know anybody who asked for a Far Cry extraction shooter. Also, you're on Far Cry 7. Give it a rest, my nigga. Make a new fucking game. God damn, bro. Far Cry 7? 7? How many towers we got to climb? Okay, and this one we're going to Alaska to climb the towers. Oh my God. Oh, brother. Yeah, where's the new Splinter Cell at? Make a new game. God damn. These niggas literally have Splinter Cell. What up, Bryant? What is Ubisoft's addiction to live service games? You know what it is? They're a junkie who can't quit. They found success with Rainbow Six Siege. Because one thing I think a lot of you guys don't realize is Rainbow Six Siege not only is a successful live service game for them, it's one of their few successful games they still have in their portfolio. But Rainbow Six Siege came out in 2015. I can't stress that. I feel like a lot of people forget that. R6 release date. And how do I remember that? Because I played it back in 2015. We played it from like 2015 to like 2018. And it's now 2025. So this game has been out for 10 years. And they've been making money on it every year. It's one of their highest earners. So I think what happened was they got a hit of that crack. They said, damn, these live service games are fucking amazing. We can make so much money. And it's like they went to the casino and they won the slots one time and they have never left the slot machine. They just keep rolling the dice, hoping that something sticks. They don't know when to call it quits, failing to realize that a successful live service game is very rare. Most of them fail. You seen the new Siege X coming? Yeah, that shit looks like it's just a remaster of fucking whatever. This game right here, but it's not a completely different game. Steep too. Ain't nobody playing Steep, nigga. Immortals was super underrated. They never advertised Immortals correctly. So that they left that game out to die, but nobody's playing Steep. That shit is steep and shit. Went from Breach Hammers to Professor X. Yeah, the game got really weird. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid's been retired for 10 years. I can't understand why they didn't make a new Splinter Cell to fill the void. I don't know. What we do know is we have some numbers to fill the void for you guys. Somebody tweeted me this, asking me to react to it on stream. Here we go. Microsoft/Xbox Avowed is placed 4th on the Xbox chart in its first week of a full release. This is a game that got really good reviews. People say gaming is dead, but it seems like a lot of you guys didn't play it. Let's see what's in the top 5. Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, Avowed, GTA 5. I think the most fascinating thing is Marvel Rivals is at number 7 for Xbox players. This is a new free-to-play game that I thought I think it should be in the top 3 probably. You guys won't play it. We can't even get fucking Wolverine and Magneto to get niggas to try new games. It's no hope for you Xbox niggas. Y'all love Call of Duty. It's crazy to me that you would rather play Wolverine and Fortnite than Marvel Rivals. Well, actually, it's not crazy to me because this game requires strategy and thinking. We know y'all don't like that. But y'all got a good exclusive. A lot of y'all didn't play it. This should be number 1. At least for the first month that it came out, it should be number 1. And then it can fall down the list. But the month Avowed came out, it's still number 4. This is crazy. Lapped by Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Roblox. And this is very concerning for me right here. Roblox is in the top 3 for you Xbox niggas? The average gamer is 35 years old. What are you niggas doing on Roblox? Huh? I said, what are you niggas that are 35 plus doing on Roblox? We're watching you. Niggas is creepy. You say exactly what you think they doing. And we know what y'all up to. If you got little nieces and nephews, if you got sons, daughters, you got grandchildren, and they on Roblox, you better watch who they talking to. Niggas is weird. We watching you Xbox niggas, man. I've never once in my life said, let me boot up Roblox. That sounds, I'll be 35 this year. That's never even crossed my mind. The only time I ever played Roblox was when that Call of Duty game came out. there was a Call of Duty game built inside of Roblox. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me see what that was about. That actually wasn't bad. But you niggas that play that blockhead shit, O-Block servers, you're 36 playing on the O-Block server? Fucking broadband bloods and keyboard crips. What's wrong with y'all? I remember this. Shit is, yeah, you on the Ice Spice server? What's wrong with you, dude? What did you link? What did you link? I played Obscure. Oh, Expedition 33 for 4 hours, and here's my preview. Insane visuals, good performance, outstanding voice acting. Might be the best RPG world map out there for exploration, shortcuts, hidden bosses, design and soundtrack. Camp everywhere on the map. I think I have a preview video saved for this. I think I do. Yo, shout out to Mood with the subs. Your camp will change over time, extra dialogue, new NPCs, side content. You can see enemies anytime, even on the world map. Difficulty options you can change. Great UI, insane soundtrack, insane art direction. Super interesting story, very dark themes with death, love, loss, swearing, blood, and gore. But on the other side, also very funny. Interesting characters overall, fast travel to... I mean, I said this game looked fire. Everything he's saying. Great enemy design, great outfits, new weapons, widescreen support, 30 FPS, no fall damage, skip fast load times. I told y'all what are going to be the bangers this year. I am a staunch defender of the culture. I told y'all Split Fiction was gonna bang. I told y'all this shit look hot. And what do y'all want to play? Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, GTA 5, Minecraft, Madden, and 2K. This game should be way higher. It's a good game that gets on my fucking nerves, but it is a good game. When you're not on the O-Block server, you on the T-Grizzly server. 2 of the top 5 games on Xbox involve keyboard crips. This is nasty work. Get off the G Herbo Grand Theft Auto server and get a fucking job. You niggas live your fantasies when you're not living your fantasies of, oh, if I didn't tear my ACL, I would have went to the league ass game. You're living your fantasies in the streets. It's getting weird, man. Play something creative. Play something that's gonna make you think. Play something that's going to inspire you. I can't stress this enough. Inspiration comes from everywhere. What you read, what you play, the things you listen to. And a lot of y'all play and listen, your diet. So I have this philosophy, right? I'm going on a tangent. I have this philosophy that I call the diet. Your diet is everything. It's not just what you eat. It's the media that you consume. And a lot of y'all consume poison and then wonder why you operate on a low wavelength. I'm not saying you can't enjoy some of this stuff. Actually, I am. You're 35 on Roblox. I can't stress that enough. Grow up. Otherwise, get the fuck off the game. That meme is true. If the game ain't got a ball or a gun, you niggas is not present. Stay your ass on the PS4. The media diet is a real thing. And then they have the nerd to complain that gaming is dead or movies are not creative. It's because y'all watch and consume the same shit over. There's plenty of great shit. Plenty of great shit. And I'm always going to be a staunch defender of the culture. But you know what the problem is? And what a lot of people don't want to admit? A lot of you bitch ass niggas is followers who don't think for themselves. The rise of intellectualism is on the rise. And I'm going to give you an example. I do not mean this is disrespect to Kai. I actually think it's a good thing. This is why I clouded him up for playing Elden Ring. A lot of you niggas will not try nothing new until your favorite content creator plays something. What happened to watching a trailer, reading an article, seeing a commercial, and judging it for yourself? This nigga got people playing Batman Arkham City 15 years later, as if he didn't discover anything. You're just a drone and you don't want to admit it. But on the flip side, he's doing positive work too, because he is putting y'all on, you know, at least he's trying it. So I salute him because he's trying it. When y'all gonna try something? When you gonna form your own opinion? Y'all come in here and tell me what some other YouTuber, I'm gonna give you my opinion on things. People are too close-minded. Batman Arkham City is a classic game. You said his Batman stream was lit though. It was. So that's what the positive is. I don't want anybody to think I'm taking a shot at him. That's the positive. He is putting people on. It's just like, why did it take 15 years for you to try something? Niggas been said that shit was good. You said, look at the grifters. They're a good example. Yeah, follow grifters. Negativity. I high-key realized my friend only playing that game because of Kai. And it make you kind of like side-eye him, right? If you young, I'm going to give you a pass because the game is old. It's 15 years old, right? I think like 15. So if you young, I'm going to give you a pass. He putting on the young. All the young niggas get a pass. But the people my age, that's the ones I'm talking to. That's the one. It make you side-eye your homeboy. Because I know most people in my chat are between the ages of 24 and 35. It make you side-eye your homeboy. Like, what you mean you playing Batman Arkham City? You didn't know that game was fire? Man, I played that shit. Nigga, aren't you 36? Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Can't form your own opinion? Anyways, he said as a graduate. Just pull the sound out of nowhere. Somebody got to do it. I'm 27. And you don't got to play everything. Let's get something straight, because I get people that are on a budget. I know that button is worn out. I know everybody on a budget. I'm just saying, man, if something interests you, go out and support it. I'm pretty sure the artist will appreciate it. Stop worrying about whether or not somebody else likes something and get something because you enjoyed it. It's going to inspire you. Y'all got to find some inspiration, man. When games first dropped, guess what they were playing? 2K? Of course. Said I'm 21. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the old heads. Because most gamers is old heads now. Do not think it's not a kids thing anymore. What's the last thing? Oh, and more positive Ubisoft news. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might get this shit right here. Raven Forge and Ubisoft announced a full-scale replica for Yasuke's sword and Naoe's sword. These look pretty cool if you're into the collecting stuff. A budget, if you're 35 and can't afford a game, then you have bigger problems. Well, to be fair, the economy is not in the best place. You know, we just started this whole trade war. Now, if you're a PS4 nigga, that's different. But buying every new game on the PS5, I'm gonna give y'all a pass. The economy is not in the best place. 19 inches of Yasuke? Yeah. Raven Forge has announced 2 brand new full-scale replica swords from Assassin's Creed Shadows. Both Yasuke and Naoe's swords from Shadows will be available. Naoe's will be 140 and Yasuke's will be 200. God damn, that's kind of crazy. This isn't the first full-scale replica from them. As of late last year, the company announced a full-scale replica for Assassin's Creed sword from the original game. This is what it looks like. Is this real metal? Or is this shit plastic? Some midday TBH, very nice. What up? PS4 is the greatest console of all time. Why y'all hating? Survey says that was a lie. The PS4 is not even close to the greatest console of all time. Cut it out. We found the PS4 nigga in the chat. I hope that was a joke. The PS4 is not the greatest console of all time. Cut it out, bruh. Don't disrespect. You disrespecting the PS2. Like, what are we talking about here? And I wouldn't even put the PS2 as my favorite, but you disrespecting the PS2 when you say that. The PS4 era does not compare to the PS2 era. Cut it out. He said, ban this man. But that's how long it is if you're interested in it, though. I just wanted to put y'all on because I thought this was cool for the people who collect stuff. You forgot to put the LOL. Yeah, you got to put the LOL at the end so we know you joking, because that was a crazy statement. The PS4 was the greatest era of all time because we got to play a remaster of The Last of Us.